Hey everybody, welcome back to daytime, that is. Dr. Guy Bahar is here from the Posture Clinic. Welcome back to the show, my friend.
Good to see you.
Shake it out. Go shake it out. Give her a shake.
Why not?
Dr. Guy Bahar, whenever you are here, we are always talking about FHP, forward head posture, something that a lot of people are dealing with. I imagine it's particularly true, especially this time of year when people are out gardening.
Oh, absolutely. We're finding this is the time of year where people are most vulnerable to getting back pains, straining their necks because they're spending endless hours behind a rake.
And what causes the actual strain? Is it just that you're doing it repeatedly over and over for several hours?
Oh, yeah. And the thing that people take for granted is the amount of time they're spending behind doing these projects. It's actually surveyed that the actual time people will do a gardening project is up to 3 hours at a time. Now, if you were to go to a gym and you were going to work out for 3 hours, you'd plan that in advance. You'd take water, you'd do plenty of stretching, but people are doing it too cold. And with this repetitive motions over and over again, it's a wonder that they're having these issues.
So touch the toes a couple times before you go gardening.
Oh, I can show you a few good ones a little later.
Some stretches, warm it up. So over here, we're going to talk about how to approach the situation properly. There are a few things that people can do in order to ease into it and they won't get hurt.
Absolutely. There's simple tips that we can do to minimize the effects of the stress, because there's two things we're going on over here. One, we want to eliminate the injuries, but the other thing is we want to conserve your energy. You want to not fatigue out. If you're going to be spending these hours, you want to save your strength. So there's ways that we can minimize the stress to our bodies with some simple tips over here.
Let's go over here. I can't wait to hear this because I just started gardening this year.
And I was thinking about you, especially when stretching.
That's
stretching.
True. I mean, you have all your tools here, and a lot of gardening, all gardening, is done very low to the ground.
Correct.
So what are people doing wrong, Dr. Bahar?
Well, first thing they have to do is they got to stretch. Let's do a couple ones right now. A couple quick and easy ones.
All right.
The first ones we want to try, arms clasped over our head,
But if I
stretch
can't
our
reach that
hands
high
up,
because my shirt's really tight.
and pull back.
Yeah, I'm going to go this high.
Okay.
This high is good.
And then we can do it forward too, open up the chest cavity.
Okay.
We're going to rotate, cross our arms over, lock our arms.
Okay.
Turn
Wear
to the
loose
left.
fitting clothes when stretching,
Excellent.
always, kids.
And
Loose
then
fitting
same
clothes.
to the opposite side. And then we got our ballerina stretch where we go from side to side.
Just going to do this guy
A
right
good
here.
old ballerina
This one's
stretch.
good as well.
Excellent.
This one's good as well.
And then you're ready.
Now
At
we've
least your
opened up the
muscles
chest
are...
cavity.
Let's
There we
get
go.
Jackson there. Let's see some things that we should be doing when gardening.
Okay, so one of the quick, easy tip we can do is, I said, it's very difficult to find the right gardening tools sometimes, but we can cheat a little bit. We can make do with a standard potting container. We just flip it upside down.
Our parrot club is still here. Check them out. They're just leaving the parking lot and getting quite vocal, Dr. Bahar.
No one's hurt back there. You guys are good. We're good. Okay.
So sitting can be a great
So
thing
the whole
to
idea
do.
is, you just flip it upside down, and you've got a little
All right.
Is this sturdy?
stool. Go ahead.
Okay.
If you break it, Jackson, it wasn't broken when he sat.
Okay.
Ah,
Now
nice.
just grab the little hoe there.
Okay, yep.
Now you see the key to this whole thing is eliminating the reaching.
The reach.
The reach is the
should she
big
be sitting like
factor.
that, or should her legs be back a little bit?
The legs can be a little back a little bit,
Okay.
but the idea is you want to approach the targeted area as close as possible.
Right.
Okay.
The key element here is avoid the reach. So obviously, if you were going to be planting something, you want to be somewhere around here.
Yeah.
So you see,
And this
the,
isn't
I see what
the
you're
straining.
saying.
spine is more upright.
Yeah.
She's not having to strain on her back. It's much more comfortable, and she's going to be able to do this
So
much
what would
longer.
most people be doing in this position? Most people would just have
You're going to be doing potting. You're going to
Bending.
be planting, flowering, things like that.
Okay.
You could de-weed, things like
De-weed.
that. Things that are going to be local right to the ground.
Another great option instead of sitting is kneeling.
Yes.
Yes.
Love to kneel. All right.
Get up there.
Well, this is a beautiful
and
little
this is
kneeling
designed
pad
for
right
gardening.
here.
This is a gardening kneeling pad, it's actually called.
Love the
pick
flowers.
these, and you could pick these up now
Quite
at any
dainty.
Canadian Tire or Home Depot, but they do the trick because they're going to take a lot of pressure off the spine. So go ahead.
Ooh, it is very soft, Dr. Bahar. Ooh.
And now if Jeff was to lean forward, how does
Wow.
he, is that okay?
Yeah, because as I said, you're going to be leaning forward, you're going to be potting, you're going to be taking weeds out, you're going to be putting flowers in, but you're taking
And
a
his
lot of
back's still
pressure off
straight.
the spine, and it's absorbing a lot of the shock that's going to be happening with this.
I don't think Jeff knows how to garden. Okay, let's each grab a
picked one up
tool.
before. Okay.
Grab a tool,
And
rake
then-
for you, hoe for you.
Up, right for me.
Okay.
All right. Now,
So, what do we do?
when we're talking about positioning, okay, a very important thing is, once again, you're applying the same principles behind the reach factor.
Okay.
So one leg in front of the other. We don't want to be leaning forward. We don't want to be going beyond our reach over here.
Right.
Just like in a just like when we were holding a tennis racket in a golf, we want a natural alignment to be maintained and following through in this position. You want to give it a try?
I'll take the hoe.
There we go.
Okay, perfect. And so just forward.
Yeah, notice this.
And
See,
back.
the alignments are much better right now. Nice straight balance right over
at
here.
us.
This is the position.
Don't we look good while we're gardening?
Dr. Bahar, the wrong position would be something, say, like this,
Hunched.
right?
Yeah, hunching or going beyond your reach. So if you're looking way beyond here and you're going. Now here's a very important tip when it comes to doing this. It's so important to plan your project in advance, because a lot of people make this big mistake. Well, they will plant their items in the front first, and then they've left the things in the back. So it's always important to work back to front, because the last thing you want to have to do is reach over something you've already done that forces you into that amplified forward head position.
Now, if people are, wanting to take their health a little more seriously and they're having neck and back pain and they want to get checked out, I mean, how do they get in touch with you?
Well, we have our office in Richmond Hill, the postureclinic.ca. You can look us up, and we specialize specifically in dealing with pain problems that are associated with repetitive strain disorders from gardening.
Is that what you see right now? Is a lot of people coming in hunched and sore because of gardening?
This is the time of year, yes. Every week, 6 or 7 people out of the woods I haven't seen in 6 months. They're like, oh, I threw it myself out back. What did I do? What did I do? And we're always able to determine what the nature is.
Yeah, that's great. Well, it's great because you can actually track their progress, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So they come in, and then you can see how they're improving as time goes on.
Yes, because we are doing this with all visual means analysis, so they can actually see through pictures, whether it's a sport or whether it's a gardening or whether it's their work at a computer. They see the errors of their way, so to speak, and by going through a corrective process, they can actually see their progress evolve over time.
Change is good.
And gardening is a hobby. It should be fun and enjoyable. It shouldn't be stressful or strenuous, right?
And it's fresh air. It's actually a good form of exercise if you do it properly.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, Dr. Bahar. For more information, visit the website. And coming up next, we're grilling outside. This is going to be good. We're doing some steak and talking about how to perfectly grill your steak right after the break.